You don't
Good.
know me.
That's true. I don't know you.
Good
Wait,
transition.
no,
there
that's
with the music,
actually-
Chris.
Wait a minute. Hang on a minute.
You're welcome.
Actually, it was very
It's way
smooth.
too loud for me. Wait, can you guys still see me?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. Fuck, I just disappeared everyone. Can you hear me still?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, my Discord.
No.
Don't worry, audience. We're just trying some new stuff on the players' ends, trying to keep it spicy, you know.
No, we're not. Masha's just an idiot.
Guys, welcome to the chill
Masha, I'm trying-
turntable stream.
No, you don't have to cover for me. I'm a fool. I'm a goddamn fool. All right.
It's super
Okay.
chill.
Should I just get right into it? Is it time?
We can talk a little bit if you want. It's
Okay.
Yeah, welcome to the chill. Welcome to the chill turntable stream.
No.
Don't
no,
mind
no.
it.
No.
You guys want to hear some geese? Nope, that's an explosion.
good. I'm glad you found the explosion sound.
I did at some point. I did in fact. So anyway, you know, the vibe's low. The vibe's low.
It's okay.
Yeah, everyone who's here, we're all a little bit low energy today, and that's okay. I'm sure that we'll get a little bit more high energy as stream goes on, and I put people through emotional turmoil.
As we find more things impaled on trees, I'm sure it will.
As we find more things impaled on trees.
Yeah, when
You've solved my mystery. It's
Yeah.
just more things on trees.
We did
Yeah,
it.
when
We
I see
solved
dead
it. Time to
bodies
go
on
take a nap.
trees.
You solved.
When I see dead bodies on trees, it really gets me excited. It really gets my gremlin energy going.
For sure. Gremlin energy is always going.
I was very
And I mean
worried.
that with love and affection.
I was very worried where you were going with it, Chris.
Oh, did you think I was about to say I was sexually aroused by dead bodies on
Well,
trees?
I thought you were going to try and make like a pun or something related to wood / trees / all these things.
I wish.
what
I
kind of
wish.
pun
Wait, hold
would that be?
on. I wish some wood would impale my
some wood.
corpse. Anyway.
All right.
Different
Good night,
meanings when
everybody.
people are like wood, you know, like WOULD. Hi everyone. I've been sick for the last week, so my brain's a little mushy, and I'm gonna do my best.
Let's see here. But yeah, I feel like we've hit our quota of chat. If you want to take us in, Masha, it's up to you.
Sure. Yeah, you got it. Hold on. Before I get into it, are we doing compliments today?
Yeah, if everyone's still feeling it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right on.
I can't promise I'll be as like eloquently worded, but
It's all good.
Can we all promise to give shallow compliments today? Just like, hey, your shirt's
Shallow
cool.
compliments?
Nice, lazy
Yeah.
compliments. Yeah.
Lazy
Sure.
compliments.
Yeah.
Sure.
Let's do lazy compliments
All
today.
right.
All right.
Just
So
lazy
long as we're
compliments.
complimenting each other, it's the thoughts.
Sounds
that count.
good.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
solid. All right, welcome to Turntables RPG. We are an experimental tabletop RPG stream where every player GMs and every GM plays. We are currently playing Monster of the Week for our 3rd season. It is the 11th episode.
12th. Sorry.
12th episode.
that's my bad.
That's good. That's why I double checked. And we take turns at the end of every mystery, switching out which GM with the intention of telling a long-form improvised story. If you'd like to check out our previous mysteries or even some of our other content, the VODs for that are up on YouTube. Dustin, would you like to tell our hot, sexy audience more about this?
Hey. How you doing? You single? Chat? Probably not, because the term chat denotes multiple people, so it's not, and single is one, typically, and so it's not.
Yeah, Chad, are you a monolith?
Anyway.
Hey, chat. Are you Legion?
Anyway, all of our VODs and stuff is on YouTube. We got season 1 of Monster of the Week, season 2 of Monster of the Week, season 3. Not all of it. We're not done with that yet.
We're
Gotta give it a minute.
getting there.
We also got Uncharted Worlds Return to OE, done by our lovely Eric in the chat. Osteonaut, who's here without sound again. I miss you already. As well as all of our Tiny Tables one-page RPG content, our first PowerPoint party. Follow us on social media at TurnTables RPG, wherever social media is that you could find it. We're probably there. Look for us soon on AO3 with impelling wood and monoliths.
Yeah.
Yep.
Also join our Discord, where there's none of that actually that happens. But
Good God. Hey, Saul, it's your turn.
Yeah,
Get
for
me
sure.
out of here.
Speaking of AO3, you know who goes on AO3 almost all the time is Big Zaddy
Chris?
Bezos.
Okay.
And if you want to,
Wait, did you really say Chris?
if you want to take money away from Big Zaddy Bezos, so he stops going on AO3, so that it becomes a safe space again, please consider alternate forms of supporting this channel, such as our Ko-fi page. If one of my comrades would please put exclamation point Ko-fi in chat, also exclamation point social, because I spaced out on that one while Dustin was going, so that everyone can get the links to our socials. That would be very helpful. All this money just goes to supporting the channel and making sure that we can pay for the artwork that you see on screen here and that you see in the pre-stream and during the wait stream as well, along with just kind of like, you know, internet cost and Adobe cost, because Adobe's fucking insane, let me tell you right now. But so on and so forth. It's just going to support the channel and hopefully down the road creating more and more really fun shows for y'all. So appreciate all the support that you can hand off to that. Now, we are on Twitch, so I am going to hand this off onto Chris to speak the gospel.
No, that's not right. I was trying to do something cool, but I'm obviously not in the fucking mindset today. Is this? No, fuck me. Okay, we're just going back to the lo-fi.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
Twitch
Guys,
Prime.
I've really made a mess of this one.
Should we? What
Please
if,
support us
what
on
if
Twitch
I
Prime
take
so
the
that we can
ball?
get Chris
No,
and
here,
Madison.
no. Here's the
No,
plan. No.
Give me the ball. I'll pass
no.
it back to you.
No. Each of us will say one word, and
Okay. Yes.
we'll go
This is good.
around,
Mm-hmm.
and we'll do the Twitch Prime bit together, but one word at a time.
Solo
Oh
TTRPGs
my
improv.
God.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What
Cool.
order? Are we doing in order on? Should it be Chris, Dustin, me, Mars, Saul?
Yes. Okay.
I guess that's alphabetical, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Are you ready, Dustin?
what's going on? Sorry, I spaced out.
No. So we're all doing the Twitch Prime bit, but I'm saying one
Okay.
word. We always say one word, and I'm starting.
Go.
Okay. If.
You.
Subscribe. I did the wrong order. Fuck.
No. It works. It works.
2.
R.
It's fine.
Twitch.
Patreon.
Damn it.
Damn.
Okay,
Nix the
team.
Patreon.
Okay, fine. We don't have a Patreon, but we do in fact have Twitch Prime because we are an affiliate. I think that's the term, right? There's not
Correct.
another tier. I know there's another tier beyond what we are, but we're not that. But we are who we are, and if you do already give Zaddy Bezos money, you can in fact, but with your Amazon Prime account, you can connect it to your Twitch account. You get a free Twitch subscription. Just click the little subscribe button. There will be a little checkbox that says subscribe with Prime. You click that checkbox. It's free for 1 month. Remember to renew it. You can give it to one person, and why not us? Why not us? We're a little down on our luck. Don't give it to the fucking corporate elites up here with over 30 viewers. Don't give it to those fucks.
Hey.
Give it to us.
Critical Role. They already have so many subscribers. They've got a freaking anime.
They made
show,
like
you know?
they're like one of the most successful Kickstarters of all time. Screw them. I mean, come on, guys. Matthew Mercer, love you, longtime friend of the channel. I'd give my heart and soul just for him to smile at me. But please, they don't need it. They don't need it. They also pre-record their things. We're here live with you in the moment. We have that personal touch that only we can
Exhausted.
provide.
You get to see the
Brain
mistakes
drained,
in real
useless.
time. We are being
Exactly.
real.
You get to see me mess up
Yeah.
music and sound effects nonstop for 10 minutes. And Matthew Mercer would never do that.
Oh
My mom's
God.
mad
I
at
think
me for
Matthew
saying the
Mercer
F word. I'm
probably
sorry,
doesn't run the
Mom.
sound.
Excellent. I think
I'm just
that
cackling
does
at Chris
trend.
being called out for cursing on
Yeah,
stream.
literally.
I'm a good Christian boy. So I
Just do a
apologize.
couple Hail Marys and you'll be fine.
There you go.
I'll throw the salt over my shoulder.
There
That's-
you go.
Just superstition.
Yeah.
Question mark. For a second there, it does somewhat kind of like read as like a biblical thing, like or something, you know, like because salt of the earth or whatever. Anyway, Mars, I think it's you. Please.
I speak now. Mars Pinkelman talking time.
Good,
They are
good.
Mars. They speak for the artists.
I do speak for the artist. This is I'm the art boy. Along with those updates, which have been very cohesive and on track, we want to give a shout out to Patrick Costa. He drew the amazing artwork you see on the overlay, along with the full art designs you may have caught during the pre-stream. If you didn't catch those during the pre-stream, don't worry, you'll get to see them again during the break. They're very good, and I love them very much. You can follow him on Instagram and Twitter at PCInc_. You can also click the link in the chat.
Yeah.
Juno is here.
Good.
Hello, Juno.
She's about to make a lot of noise. All right. Along with shouting out Patrick, we would also like to shout out the homebrew playbook creators that we have used the playbooks from this season and last season. I am currently still playing the Tracker, a playbook by Mike Keck. Mike is a friend of mine. I play tabletop with him. He's made a couple other playbooks that are really cool. And though he's not playing his playbook now, last season used The Amnesiac by Jason Burns. You can find their respective links in chat, and you can also follow Jason Burns on Twitter. His handle is JabmanB. Speaking of Saul, and speaking of plugging other creators, I heard that on Sundays there's a D&D game. Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
Yeah, for sure I can. What are you doing on your Sunday afternoons? You know, me personally, I am streaming on this stream. But you know, if you'd got a little bit of time, come check out the Hollowed Expanse. It is run and produced by friend of the channel, Aurelia with a 3. And it's a lot of fun. It's a charity actual play. We just hit our goal for the Trevor Project this past Sunday. We hit $300, which was fantastic. Thank you so much to the anonymous donor. So hopefully we'll be starting possibly up with a new charity this next session, or just continuing with the Trevor Project for the time being. Come and find out. Usually we stream on Sundays at around 1 p.m. Central. You can find it at twitch.tv/Aurelia with 3. Thank you, Chris, for putting it in chat. It's a lot of fun. You should come check it out. We actually had a little bit of a cast change, and we're starting in a new city, so the story continues in a new location with some new characters. So if you're looking for a bookmark to kind of like jump into, this would be the time. So just keep your eyes out. Thank you.
When is the episode where I play all the characters?
That's a great question. You know, I'm going to talk to Ari and get back to you on that one.
Thank you.
We'll circle back. We'll circle back in a bit of time. That was really gross. I'm so sorry. I truly apologize for that.
I don't even. Was that a
language.
reference to something?
It's business talk, Chris, and it's awful. And I used it 5 times today in different meetings, and
I'm sorry.
My stomach hurts now.
I didn't.
Dustin, please save me.
I didn't mean to
Save me
awaken.
from business.
Speaking of business,
God, no,
I love business.
not you.
I like to do anyway, I stream on Twitch as well. Twitch.tv/Valor6. I will be streaming tomorrow. I'm going to be at some point this week starting a stream of a Zelda game of some sort. Which one? I don't know. You can help me decide over on my Twitter at Valor6. I've got a poll up there looking into things right now. Learning a randomizer is on the list. So we'll see how that might go if that wins. Who knows? I'm currently raising money to go to Zeldathon, which is a charity marathon where we play Zelda. Which won most of them, even the bad ones, the CDI ones, the weird ones, the whatever. So come check us out, Zeldathon. I love it. I really want to go. I've already paid my attendance fee with one very kind donation, and so I'd like to go and visit my friends who I've not seen since 2019. But yeah, I will be streaming tomorrow, probably between 3 and 4 p.m. Eastern. Is usually when I get started, and I stream until I stop.
Hell yeah.
Train. But yeah, there we go. Freshly picked. Yeah, that's actually one of my friend's favorite games. So it has shown up, in fact, a few times. So, gotta love Tingle.
Hell yeah.
What is the text for it's? Oh,
The what?
I got it.
What is funny is the train emote is very exclusive. You can't get that with just a normal subscription. You gotta pay for 2 tiers.
Oh,
Get that
damn.
special baby boy.
I don't even have that one. Bummer.
I don't even have it. That's why I had to use the TurnTables account.
I mean, guys, something about this TurnTables account makes me think they're the 1%.
It's streamer privilege. Streamer privilege.
So, so true. Speaking of the 1%, have you ever had too much money and you didn't know what to do with? Well, could I convince you to maybe possibly give me that money in exchange for goods and services? I do, in fact, offer so many things, such as commissioned art, or if you would like to have a more mass-produced product, you can look at my TeePublic, my imprint, or my Redbubble, and have all those things for you if you are interested in those things. Oh my gosh, it's my design card games, yo. That is on a notebook. It is brand non-specific. So if you think it's similar to an existing brand, that ain't true. Oh my gosh, Bartleby Prime, thank you for the 500 bits. That's more bits than I can come up with in my life. You spoil me, Bartleby. Anyway, yeah, also a thing that's happening. My grandmother wrote a book which I illustrated, called The Antics of Roy Troy and the sequel Adventures of Roy Troy. I have the Adventures of Roy Troy right here. And then coming soon, in a matter of weeks, it feels like, maybe next week, maybe the week after.
The Return of Roy Troy Electric Boogaloo.
The Return of Roy Troy would have been good, but no, it's called in fact The Prime Time of Roy Troy. Cover reveal.
Exclusive cover
There it
reveal.
is.
TurnTables.
Exclusive cover reveal only for you. Now my screen's orange because it wanted to correct the blueness, and now I'm back. And so yeah, so that's coming up. That's coming out in a week or two. Because I finished the artwork, and I'm in the very tiring stage of formatting, sending it to my grandmother. She finds something to change and sends it back to me.
Love
and
that.
this process will continue until one of us gives up.
But also potential, commissioners see how fast he worked, how fast he got that done.
So true. Yes, I did get 15 drawings done in 1 week. Congratulations, me.
Dang.
Damn.
That's more than the number of days.
No way. You're crazy. Well, really, I really crammed it in like 3 days, and then I was like, okay, I'm done now. I'm gonna go to sleep for 5 days. That's not how much a week is. That's one more day than a week.
It's fine.
It's close enough.
It's close enough. It's in the same cabinet.
Great.
Something about the lo-fi voice is dirty. I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, someone talk about things better than what I'm speaking.
Mars,
Is that
that's
all
you.
our
I
announcements? No. No.
No,
Not
one
I
still.
have
more.
to say things.
Yes.
I have an Etsy shop. You should go check it out. It's got cool stuff in it. It will have, hopefully in the next month or so, I'm product testing Mothman earrings.
Ooh,
Exclusive sneak preview.
Oh wow.
Very nice.
Whoa.
They're dangly little Mothman earrings.
No way.
So hopefully
Those
those
would
will
look
be up
great
in
on your
the
lobes.
next. Yeah. So hopefully those will be up in the next like month or so, depending on how long and how many problems I run into. You can also commission me and stuff.
Epic.
The end.
Hell yeah.
Hashtag accessorize your lobes. I'm making it's a thing now.
Mm-hmm.
I love saying lobes.
Yeah, I could definitely tell from that initial sentence for sure. It was
That's good. That got me happy.
somebody clip, if y'all can go back and clip that, just that one segment of him accessorize your
Those
lobes.
would look great on your lobes.
Oh man, fun stuff. Should we go ahead and that's the end of announcements, I believe. And actually,
We did it.
for all of our brain fog, we did it in record time. Not record time.
Damn
but like it's
friend.
No,
it's
not
shorter,
record time.
Not record time. But it's shorter than
You
the
saying
normal
that is gonna
amount.
add time.
Yeah, now we are talking about it. And so now I feel like I need to bring up the stat sheet.
Oh my god.
Well, remember that
No,
time
no,
that we,
okay,
we
all right.
all
No, no,
spoke
no, no,
really
no.
fast?
Yes.
Because we did that
Yeah.
at one point.
We did that bit where it was like,
And it was not even the fastest we've done
that's
it.
correct.
It was not. Eric's here. All right, are we rolling dice for compliments? And they're gonna
Yes.
be chill compliments this time.
Yes,
Okay.
chill.
Yes.
I have to use an
chill.
auto roller because my dice bag is too far away. All right, Google.
I rolled a 1.
I got a 5.
We
I
got
rolled a
4.
5.
I rolled a 3.
All right, Saul, you and I re-roll.
Right on.
Roll off, roll
Got
off,
a
roll
5
off.
again.
4. You go first.
Morgan Hole.
RNG knows me. Okay, I have to man, now okay. So like
Do someone you haven't
chill
done
ones,
before.
right? Chill ones.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, easy. No feelings involved.
Okay. Okay. All right, guys, I get it.
One night stand it, you know.
Oh man, but the easy you say I can't do someone who I haven't done before, but like Dustin's is the first one that comes to mind because I've actually seen his room
Do
in
it.
person.
Do it.
Yes,
Do
okay.
it.
Dustin
Do it.
has the fucking coolest collection of DS games and Game Boy games that I've seen in a very long time. Like it is like he's got a like it's what is 2-3 shelves and like and extra as well. It's like great. It's fantastic. Yes, please. That like it the video does not do it justice. Like going in there and like being able to peruse all
It's
of
a
them
mess
is
right now.
fantastic.
One of the shelves fell, so like some of them are very crammed on there. But
But it's still it's such a good collection in general, and I think and yes, so that is my quote unquote superficial chill compliment to Dustin is cool video game collection, sir.
why? Thank you. That's I thank you very much, Mars. I freaking like legitimately love your septum ring. Like it's just I always just love them, and it's just like as soon as they said, hey, we're just gonna do some superficial stuff, I'm like, I want to compliment Mars's septum ring. Like that was just, I'm so glad that no one got to it before I did. So I've done my thing. I've done it. All right, I'm done now. I'm gonna stop talking. Please start talking.
All right, I'm glad you like it. It was an impulse decision, so.
Oh well, okay
Um,
then.
Oh yeah. I believe I have complimented both Masha and Chris, so I will roll a dice. All right, Masha. I like the flowers in the back of your setup. I also really like your dogs. They're wonderful, and please give them ear scratches for me.
I will. Gino's a bit of a jerk right now. That's okay.
Whoa.
And I got these flowers from a family member for Valentine's Day, and they were really pretty, and I didn't want them to be put in the garbage, so that's why they live there now.
Hell yeah.
They make my bed feel cozier. This means I compliment Chris, I believe. Chris, I feel like your hair always looks cool as hell. Like every so often when we like miss stream for a couple of weeks and we come back, your hair is like a different length and a slightly different style than I remember, and it always looks rad. Like you just seem to know how to take care of it really well.
I rub dirt in it.
All right. Well, you're rubbing dirt in the right
That's
way.
that good dirt.
That's that good dirt.
I am actually one of those. I know the internet hates my kind, but I do in fact use a 3-in-1 body wash, shampoo, and conditioner.
Never
Damn.
would have even known, because your hair is always spectacular.
That's
I mean, I've
true,
never
this
smelled
hair
you,
is
so
spectacular.
Well, yeah, that's true. I do
That's it.
consistently smell terrible.
Oh.
No, I would like to think I don't.
No, I think the joke is more so like all of you smells the same.
Yes,
Your
well,
hair
true.
and body.
Well, I do
and-
like. I have deodorant anyway. My mother
This
is.
got off the rails.
Anyway, cool. Yes, my mother is lying. She does say I have good flow, but she wants me. She misses the days when I kept it close to the scalp.
Your
So
mom and
anyway.
my mom have differing opinions about our respective hairs.
As is life. Anyway, I have the honor again of complimenting Saul. Saul, what? I mean, it's hard for me to be shallow complimenting you. There's just so many deep things I appreciate. Yeah, I like the hair you're throwing out right now. I think it's cool that you grew it out long. I like that dig. I like that we both have plasma balls. That's cool. I like you have a good creative eye, and I'm edging more into
It's hard not to, yeah.
Yeah, anyway, I like you have a good eye. You have a good eye for design, and I appreciate that, and it shows in how you prepare yourself and how you prepare your space.
That means a lot coming from you. Thank you, Chris.
Blah.
Cool. Those were our chill compliments for the day. How are we feeling?
Eric, you're cool too. I love
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, of
It
course.
was a chill.
Eric.
Eric, you have very good taste in media. You've
Yeah.
never recommended me something that I regretted watching or like disliked.
Also, I have the privilege to have been in Eric's his childhood bedroom, and then also his like new apartment as well. Great decorator. Like he does a very good job of like curating his space. So like hopefully y'all get to check that out at a certain point. But Eric does a very good job of that.
I know. I still need to make a Texas trip and visit all of you. I want to see everyone's bedrooms.
it.
Apparently, I've seen Mars's bedroom. It's kind of it.
Yep.
Like in person.
Okay.
I didn't get to hang out in it because I got sick.
I would certainly like to visit someone.
Come
but
visit me.
Do it, Chris.
Yeah.
Chris, we're basically in the same neighborhood. Like,
It's true.
Yeah,
Honestly,
don't visit me. I am the
I've
furthest possible member. Of
I've
the
been knocking
crew
on
away
Dustin's
from
window
you.
for 5 weeks and he won't let me in.
You're doing
know
it
those
at the time that
frogs
the
that you
train runs
hear
by, so he can't
out
hear
in
you.
Yeah, he can't hear me over the sound of the train.
Yeah.
Oh my God. It's because you know why? It's because you're on the train and you're throwing the rocks from the moving cabin.
Yeah, well, see, that's the thing. It's going too fast for me to jump off. So every time I get by his house, I'm just like, oh fuck, I missed it. And then I have to go back around country.
Jumping off of
Yeah,
a
you
moving
just-
object, scarier than you'd think.
Yeah. Dude, I still can't jump off of like playground swings. It's just too scary.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
For me,
Do we
it's
wanna
the
recap?
merry-go-round, but sorry.
no, you're good. Do we want to recap a little bit what happened last session?
Do you want to recap and then go into the intro, or do you want to do the
Sure.
intro and then? Okay, cool.
I think we'll recap a little bit. I don't really have an intro, so I think that my recap is going to just be the intro of like this is what we left off on last time.
Okay. Sounds good.
So the session starts out after the
Oh, I'm
events
sorry.
of the
To
previous.
clarify, when I mean the intro, I mean the video. Like our little 2-minute
Oh, I think I should do recap and then
Oh.
we do the video
Cool.
and then we start playing. Yes?
Yes.
Works for everyone?
Yeah.
Okay. Now I'm like out of where I was going to be. So the gang is informed of weird stuff happening in the woods and potentially missing hunters by our favorite cop, Sheriff Lester. They're informed that Bartholomew Beckham is the hunter who returned from the forest after seeing something funky, something that he won't really talk about. And so the squad is able to go to his house, find him loading his large truck with guns and ammo, and who ultimately agrees to take the hunters to the location that they had found something fucky. So the whole party goes into these woods and end up kind of off trail, off markers, and come upon a deer that had been impaled onto a tree. It had been impaled onto a tree with wood that was clearly not the wood of the tree that it was on. The blood was pooling in a funky way. It was missing a limb. It was all around just kind of gross. In the meantime, Philip and Arthur are tasked by Bart to go back to the truck for some additional ammo. In the process, Philip goofs up a roll, and by that I mean Chris rolled a failure. And so our favorite woodsman cop, Carnunos, shows up and says, "Hey, I tasked you with not letting people in these woods, and that seems to not be happening." Philip tries to kind of misdirect him away from all of this, but Carnunos basically calls him on his bluff and joins the party alongside everything else at the deer. Things get a little bit hectic when Arthur makes it back to this deer, tries to open up his mind to the psychic energies in the area, see what information he can garner, and instead of finding anything out, is instead exposed to the anger that comes alongside the fun red Angie juice that seems to have taken up a lot of the airspace around Fogwell. I know I had that same thought, Chris, of like we didn't formalize a name for it. We'll get there eventually.
Yeah,
it's only 7 of us putting our brains together. We'll figure it out. Arthur basically is triggered into some kind of flashback where he is crying and filled with rage, holding the lifeless body of someone important to him from his past. Arthur does ultimately break out of this state, but not until he manages to ground both Ren and Cole. Then the party does hear a gunshot deep within the woods that they quickly follow. They didn't really notice it much at the time, or rather they did notice and made the decision to stop Arthur from beating the shit out of Cole, that Bart slipped away at some point in pursuit of his missing father, Daddy Beckham. As the hunters follow the screams of Bart, Daddy Beckham, or presumably Daddy Beckham, runs past them, throwing a gun to the side as the party comes across Bart, just as the deer, impaled on the tree, bleeding, whimpering, and roll the video. Welcome to Monster of the Week.
Yeah.
That's the line.
and colonies and we're back.
Ah!
I'm going to build my new empire. Your new empire?
Oh man.
Philip, my allegiance is to the group, or to Fogwell, to democracy. If you're not with me, then you're my enemy.
Only a Sith deals in absolutes.
Only a corpse deals in absolutes.
All right, y'all. I'm just yanking the reins away from the rest of you right now.
Good, do it.
Yep, they're mine.
Yeah.
You can't fucking have them. Still a better love story than Twilight, says Bartleby. Incorrect. Twilight is the best love story ever told, except that's not true. Every relationship in that series is like abusive or unhealthy in some way, and I didn't realize it until I rewatched them as an adult. That it just
Oh yeah, it's terrible. It's gross.
it's so
Yeah.
bad. It's
really
so bad
bad.
and so unhealthy. And I remember being like, "Wow, I wish I had my own Jacob Black." And then you watch it, and it's like,
Thanks for reining us in, Keeper.
"Yeah, you're welcome."
Yeah.
I'm allowed to derail. No take, only throw. Okay. So. Cool. So to bring us all in, I think that I'm going to make good on my promise of remedying Ren's beginning of mystery moves. When we were finishing up last session, Mars, I guess, basically rolled both of Ren's beginning of mystery moves, one of which is Destiny's Plaything as part of their playbook, and then one is Boss from Beyond. I think that I will try to remedy both of them kind of in one, and I'm like really meta right now, and I'm trying to sink myself into it. Again, I've been sick for a week, and so I'm a little eepy, sleepy, brain hurty, etc., etc. Okay. So all of you ran through the woods to come across this now impaled body of the younger Beckham Hunter, bleeding through a large wound in his chest as created by a large spear through it, a wooden spear. Ren, you look at this blood as it drips down the body of Bartholomew and drips down his fingers and kind of crystallizes a little bit as it hits the forest floor. And time freezes for you, and you are in a liminal space all of a sudden. You blink, the world around you is white, and it's kind of like shifting in a way where the negative image of trees surround you. And you hear the voice of Ma'at, the accent or cadence for which I do not remember from other keepers. I don't know if
It's
anybody-
kind of constantly
Yeah,
changing.
it's
Yeah,
like disembodied voice thing, yeah.
Yes,
It's
or
a god,
disembodied
just-
voice.
yeah, it does whatever
I
it
can do
does.
whatever I want.
Yeah.
Ma'at's voice echoes all around you as you exist in this like shifting, bright white negative space of the forest and says, "What you will come across here is trying to rebalance the scales, but their perspective is skewed. What they value as right and wrong, and the ways they attempt to fix it is not how it is meant to be. What I can tell you is this. It is not man and it is not beast, but rather a strange combination of the two, ever shifting between two forms, and therefore easier or perhaps harder to find. When you do find it, I hope that you have what you need to defeat it. It's what defeated it the first time. But when you're sent along to go find this thing, you have to go alone. It's the only way to ensure that it is pure.
Interesting verbiage.
And yeah.
Yeah. So with Boss from Beyond, Ren gets to ask one question from Investigate a Mystery, and I think Ren is going to ask, what can it do?
There are many things that it can do, one of which you have already seen. It is unbelievably strong and filled with frustration, and it can take pieces of itself to use as weapons. I don't believe that its shifting is always intentional. So I feel that it can do a great deal of harm.
And I think Ren kind of nods and opens their mouth to like ask another question, because they don't know they only get one question.
That would be metagaming.
Yeah. And I think at that moment they blink and probably come back to reality.
Yes. The rest of you, is there anything that you are doing in this moment as you come across Bart?
Is Bart dead?
Great question.
Great question. Bart is breathing raggedly, but you look at where he is impaled, and it appears to be directly through the heart.
Okay. Philip floats up and to him and says, "Okay, quick. Tell me, who did this to you?"
He just responds with more ragged breathing.
Okay. Well, okay, then fucking die, please, so I can, because it'll be a lot easier when you're dead and I can just bring you back.
Philip.
Philip. Can we all say Philip in a very admonishing tone very quickly?
Yeah.
Go for it. I'll count you down. 3, 2, 1.
Philip.
Philip.
I like it. None of that was synced up, but I. What? I'm sorry. Look, it's just sort of, he's already dead. I can't even do much.
His eyes grow wider and more panicked, and he is clutching. Am I making this worse? I'm so sorry. He is clutching at the stake that is through his body with weak, bloody hands.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Keeper. He's like, when you say impaled, he's like up, he's off the ground, right? And like.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Arthur's gonna run up and like grab his legs and kind of like hold him up a little bit, and kind of just like look back and just like give a very, very confused but pleading look to Cole and his axe, to at least like, and just kind of say like, we need to get him off the tree.
No, you can't. You don't want to pull it out.
I'm not saying
it makes the bleeding worse.
I'm not saying pull it out. I'm just saying get him off the tree. Cut the branch at the
spear.
Oh yeah, cut the spear at the. Sorry, in my mind I was like they impaled him on a branch, but like yes, on like cut the spear like basically at the trunk, just so that we can like get him off the ground, because like we all see where the spear is, right? I think at this moment in time it's just more of like let's get him off the tree and down on the ground and try and like
make him comfortable.
Basically, I mean, I have a move that I recently took with the level up that can help like with injuries and things of that nature. But this is a spear through the heart. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
Well, yeah. So do I mean, yeah, I could heal, but there's only so much I can do.
yeah,
I think that you all recognize that he is not long for this world.
sure,
Bar maybe like big magic or something, you know.
yeah. So
And I don't
also,
really
Saul,
want to
when
do
you
that
said
right
that
now.
you came up and grabbed his legs, I thought you were gonna say that you yank down. It made me like physically recoil.
no. Yeah.
Mm.
No, he's
Great.
just.
Now I'm gonna physically recoil.
It's just he's essentially just trying to like prop him up so it's not his like dead body weight on this spear, like also just kind of like digging, things of that nature. So, but
to make him comfortable. So you want Cole to take an axe and just start hatcheting at the thing.
I'm not
So-
sure
so
how
it can-
thick the spear is specifically.
Yeah,
but,
is he like against the tree? Like he is, because that's
Oh,
my thing. I'm
damn.
like, I don't think there's enough space for you
he
to
is
like.
completely
Yeah.
against the tree.
Gotcha. That
Yeah.
makes more sense. Is the spear
Okay, so
piercing the other side? Like, is it long enough to be piercing the other side, or not that
I'm
it
gonna go
matters?
with yes.
It doesn't matter. Yeah.
No, I'm gonna say yes so that it matches our like episode art. You
Oh,
know,
thank you.
That it pierces through the other side.
So
But
Continuity is important.
no, but okay. I mean, it doesn't matter if he chops it from the other side because we would still have to like essentially pull him out, or like pull him forward to try and get it out of the tree. So yeah, I mean, I guess Arthur. I said Arthur would hold his legs, so he's doing that. But like, if he looks back and everyone's kind of looking at him with like a buddy kind of look, I think he'll just kind of let
yeah,
go,
I don't think we can
guess.
make. I don't think any of us can make this quick, right? I mean, this is just sort of sad.
I can just make him die faster.
Yeah,
if you
please,
guys
so
want.
we don't have to make
Okay.
another morally
Cool,
great
he dies.
decision that we
He dies. You guys are discussing how to get him down, and he's
Okay, cool. Now that that's done, time to do some fucked up shit.
Jesus.
Oh.
I think
can we at least get him off the tree first, Philip?
I mean, shit. I guess you could. He's not gonna mind.
I think Arthur will put out a hand and say, "I mind." Right? Philip? Why don't you, while we get him down, I don't think any of us really looked around to see if there was any sign of the creature or whatever did this, right? We just kind of stepped in and saw the body. So I'll try and get him down. Somebody can help me. But if anybody else wants to... And I think he's like... Arthur falters for a moment because now everyone's kind of staring at him and there's like, scrapes on his body from where he just attacked like Ren and Cole. And so I think he's just kind of pauses for a moment and just kind of, and then goes to, try and get Bart off the tree.
Okay, fine then. I guess I'll do what I do best. And then Philip is going to throw up his bones. Because I guess that could also give me the same information, and then if this fails, then I'll go through the whole fun process of bringing this guy back to life.
I don't ever want to be within 5 feet of Philip when he fails a roll. To be honest,
Dude, well, that is true because I do have, because of the hex, bad magic. Whenever I fail magic, it can never go bad for me.
Right.
It has to go bad for everyone else around me. So that's always fun.
Yeah.
Anyway, once per mystery, I'm gonna perform some kind of divination by throwing up bones. So I'm just gonna roll sharp. Hui. Oh, that's an 8 plus my 0. Sharp is an 8. So on a 7 to 9, I hold 1. On a miss, never mind. I didn't get a miss, so don't matter. Let me pull up the questions for investigative mystery, because the questions that this gives me is, what can I gain from this person who has touched this person creature before? Yeah, actually, I'm gonna do who has touched this person before me.
Okay. Nice.
Good.
Hold on. 1 second. I'm like checking my notes real quick.
I don't usually get to ask one of those two specific questions, so I might as well.
Yeah. Give me 2 seconds.
Okay, one.
Let me no, slow down. Hold on.
I didn't even get to two.
Hold on.
You can be as vague as you want. Just
Yeah.
you don't have to like tell me how the bacon's made.
Right,
Or-
right. And usually we do these as like a flashback, right?
Yeah, well it's manifested itself in two ways. Either the bones create an image or something, or like if I ask them like what direction did it go, then it like creates an arrow and points, or Philip just instantly gets a vision once the bones touch whatever he's throwing up on.
Okay.
So I imagine Philip like quickly coughs his bones onto the corpse
God.
as Arthur's trying to get it down.
Like
Oh,
fucking
like
slide
while
off
Arthur
and-
is getting it down.
Yeah, Arthur's
it's
trying to get
just
it down, and Philip's like,
Oh, Philip.
horrible. So I think that the what happens is this. You vomit your bones, and because they're like, are they dry? Or are they like wet? Is the inside of Philip wet or dry?
the inside of Philip, I've always imagined is a dark, blacky ink void, and so I imagine some of them might be a little moist.
Okay. I think that most of them like smack into the body and fall off, and then the rest. Sorry, someone walked in, and I'm just addressing this. And then a couple of them do stick. And Philip, as you lean down to try to grab the ones that made it onto the floor, your hand touches some of the blood that dropped from Bart's body that has now mixed with your bones, and you get a vision. You are inside Bart's mind or eyes, looking out as he is running quickly through these woods, and you see and feel a hand jut out and grab your shoulder. You look to the side, and it's your father, and his eyes are wide. He's not even looking at you. He is looking straight ahead at a very large creature. He says to you, "Son, I don't think you should. I think we gotta turn back and run away." And with that, the attention of this creature snaps to you, picks you up with long wooden fingers, and slides you up onto a tree. With one hand holding you, extends a single finger and presses it slowly through your chest. It is made
Ooh.
of wood, this gnarled red wood that is shifting and angular, and you can swear for a couple of moments that you see human skin between the tangles of the wood, but not enough to get a sense of really who it may have been. You can tell that this creature is angry, and the further that you feel this wood go into your chest, it just fills you with rage.
Rage. Rage.
So
that-
okay, so specifically this, so the finger is the
Mhm.
spear. Okay, cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Philip stands up, opens his mouth, and
No.
Kirby
No.
and Kirby sucks
No.
in all his
Hold on.
bones.
All right, we can try again.
Philip,
later,
have
it's
some
fine.
decency,
Okay.
man.
He sucks in all his bones. Philip then turns and says, that's no spear."
You gonna tell us what it is?
Oh, thank you. I really wanted the dramatic
it's the Steven
pause.
Spielberg pause, pull in.
But
It's
That's-
the thingy.
it's the finger. Yeah, no, that's straight up whatever this thing's finger.
Fuck.
It's a whole, yeah, I got a whole vision there for a moment. Yeah, so basically, if you give you the quick lowdown. Seems to be a big tree person with some fleshy bits.
Right.
Now,
Love
I
a
have
big tree
actually.
person.
It is kind of sad that Karunos ran away because I would have asked him about that because he does sort of have a thing with turning people into trees last time I was in here.
Keeper, have I gotten Bart off the tree by this point?
Yeah, I'm not gonna make you roll for it. I think
Cool.
you just do.
Right on. Yeah, I'm just gonna lay him down on the ground and try and whatever. Like, hopefully he was wearing like some kind of jacket or something along those lines. Probably just kind of take that and like wrap it around so he doesn't bleed out too much. There's always, they never show these parts in these kinds of shows, but what do we do with the body? I think
I've got a thing to do with the body.
Arthur's going to yeah, I think he's just gonna kind of look to Cole and say, don't know how you feel about putting this in your van, but we should probably take him back to where the cars were in case his father's still there.
I could try to bring him back and make him walk to the van.
I'm okay with carrying him, Philip. Thank you, though. That's very...
I mean, he could just hang out, be a cool guy.
I think that breaches some laws of nature. I know you're
Oh, we're
familiar
past
with
that
but
point.
it feels a little more fucked up when he died in front of us.
Philip, did you see where the creature went? In your vision?
No, did not do that. I just got, I was inside the body of this guy, and he said hi to his daddy. His daddy said, "We got to get out of here," but it was ultimately no help in being stabbed through the heart by that thing's fingy. And then I was filled with a feeling of deep rage
Right.
as I died.
I can imagine. Cole,
No, I mean, honestly, it was a new experience for me. Usually when I die, it's deep sorrow and regret.
it's a lot to unpack there. Cole, can I take this body back? Is that okay?
We can. Yeah. I'm sure the cops would prefer us to leave it where we find it, but
Sure. I'm just worried because it's a bit off trail, and it's
yeah, I
the
don't know if we'd
woods.
ever find it again.
Yeah. It's not like it's not like finding my fingerprints will help them any. And he'll kind of like heft up the corpse in kind of like a princess carry kind of thing and make his way back over to the van. If I remember correctly, and correct me if I'm wrong, Keeper, we're like a little bit, we're a few, maybe like 10, 20, 30, 50. we arrived at this area from the deer location, right? We were at the deer location and then heard a gunshot and ran in this way. But the deer location was pretty close to like the way that we walked in from the vehicles, if I remember.
I'd say like a 10-minute walk,
Okay. Yeah.
maybe like a half-mile treacherous terrain.
Then yeah, I think at this point, or yeah, no, we'll get there when we get there. But Arthur is attempting to take the body back to the cars, I think.
I don't think that requires a roll either.
Cool.
It's just carrying a body.
Yeah. The second question would just be, do I need a roll to find my way back?
That is a good question. I feel like between the four of you, you should be able to find your way back to the vehicles.
Oh, everyone came with me?
Didn't they?
I don't know. Nobody said anything.
Or-
as the other was going,
Or are you going and putting the body back and everyone else is staying in the woods?
Anyone's welcome to come if they'd like. Arthur's just kind of moving because, in this, he doesn't want to stop and think about things, so he's just kind of trying to do things as they come. So he went, if somebody else went with him, he wouldn't necessarily be opposed, depending on who it is. Otherwise,
It's me.
Jesus.
If Cole or Philip don't move to go, Ren will go.
Okay. I feel like with two of you, you can find your way back without issue.
Okay. Cool beans. I don't necessarily know if there's time for RP, so we can just say that we go there and back.
There's always time for RP. I guess Cole and Philip, is there anything that the two of you want to do while you're alone for the next 15-20 minutes in these woods?
Cole might try to channel his mentor and see if he can track this monster at all.
Okay. That would be, I think, investigate a mystery.
Yep. Probably so.
Right, because that's the one that has. Wait, I have my book right here.
Wow. That is where did it go?
Yeah.
Let's see what this one is.
Yeah. Okay. Investigate a mystery for sure.
Okay, here we go. Let's find out what we got. Heyo! That is an 11 plus my one sharp is a 12, and I have advanced investigate a mystery.
Hey, nice.
Ooh.
So
Our first advanced roll.
it is.
No.
Here it is,
It's exciting for
gamers.
me.
You get that improvement
so-
after you've leveled up 5 times.
You do. So you investigate a mystery, roll plus sharp on a 10 plus, hold 2, and ask one of the following questions. But on a 12 plus, you may ask the keeper any question you want about the mystery, not just the listed ones. And I believe that the way that we've ruled it is you can ask one. Basically, you can spend one of your holds to ask one of those questions, and one of your holds to ask any question. I believe is the way that we've ruled it in the past.
Yeah. That
That works for me. Yeah. Sure.
So I will go ahead and spend my first one to indeed ask, where did it go?
How are you? Are you just looking for tracks, basically? Are you looking for anything in particular?
Yeah, I mean, any kind of. I mean, if this thing got close enough to stab him with a fingy, it may also have a bit of blood that could have trailed in a particular direction.
A very
If
long
that's
thingy,
it.
a very long thingy.
But regardless, yeah, any kind of tracks or anything like that that might match with Philip's odd description.
Yes. Now that you are kind of familiar with what sort of being you are looking for, you do notice dents in the earth that kind of match that. And again, with how foggy it is in these woods, it's hard to tell exactly where it's going, especially because you're so far off of any beaten path that directionality is kind of hard. But you know that it is actually kind of walking back towards the direction of the vehicles. You're not quite sure where beyond there.
Okay, I'm gonna ask my any question now. Does this
Do it.
thing seem to have a what's the word I'm looking for? A
Soul.
no. I guess a
A
motive.
Oh.
Like, is there anything that I could pick up that basically could point me to a reason why it's doing this, or at least like if it has a specific type of target, or if it's you know what I mean? Like, is this thing acting on instinct, or is it more? Does it have a purpose
Hmm.
in mind? That's your question. Does this thing seem to have a purpose in mind?
I'm trying to think of how to give you this information in a way that makes sense from what you've gathered, you
Yeah.
know, like not having the monster here with you. So I want it to make sense. um
We could have that question kind of hang for a moment, and then later on, when you say you've solved it, now this is the evidence you needed, Cole, to confirm for sure this is the answer to that question. Like, I'm fine with waiting. That's just, the only question that comes to my mind.
Yeah, I might hold it for a second and kind of give you the information perhaps when you come across this creature,
Sure.
or any more of the damage that it causes. And then kind of give it to you then, because it does have a motivation and I want to give it to you, but I can't see how you would know the motivation from.
Yeah. We can wait.
Yeah.
From everything that's been
Okay.
learned so far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As soon as I ask the question, I'm like, Cole, how would you know this from seeing a man's stabbed body?
Yeah.
Like,
Mhm.
what kind of wild question is that? So yes, I'm absolutely okay
He
with
hates
waiting.
men and his fingers, and he wants to get rid of them both.
But it attacked a deer as well.
It did.
Did you ask the deer its gender?
You got me, Chris. You got me.
Yeah, but you said men, not male, which are like men is
They're
is a
just
specific type
men.
of.
They're just
We're
innocent
just
men.
innocent
Just
men.
innocent, man.
All right. Cool. Ren and Arthur, you are, I suspect, unless said otherwise, kind of quietly carrying the body of Bartholomew Beckham through the woods back to Cole's van. Is there anything else that you want to say or do along the way?
Yeah, I mean, Arthur's just gonna like once they've kind of like walked a bit in, like, in silence in general. I think he's just gonna say, "I'm sorry
For what?
for attacking you." And Cole.
Fair enough. You're. I assume it was the rage
Yeah,
got to you. Yeah.
it's starting to become a habit, really.
It's not your fault.
Might not be, but it is my weakness. I think that's
I'm
what
sure.
I hate most about it, is that it makes me just want to fight. It makes me just want to hit things and hurt things. Because it's the easiest thing to do.
Hey, I've been there without rage gas or whatever. It's okay to feel angry. It's less okay to attack your party members, but I understand the uncontrollable nature of it.
I really just... It kind of... It takes away everything, you know? I can't even think straight, and it feels like something else is controlling me when, you know...
I've been there.
I hope you never have to go through it.
I hope you stop having to go through it. I hope we figured this out.
Me too.
And as you kind of wrap up this conversation, you reach the cars. Except there's only one of them now, and it is Cole Van Helsing's Cole Van Helsing.
I don't know how to feel about Daddy Beckham abandoning his progeny.
Let me ask you this: do you expect any better?
No, it is somewhat disappointing, not gonna lie. In general, I suppose, but you are correct. I think Arthur will take note of the absence of the truck and just kind of like roll his eyes a little bit. I'm not sure if we ever really asked Cole whether or not to like the keys to the van or if it was unlocked per se, but I also didn't want to put a bleeding man inside of Cole's van, so I just kind of figured we'd set him down on the ground here maybe or something along those lines. I don't know what to do with a dead body that has a gaping wound in its chest, so anybody else feel free to chime in.
I mean, I chimed in.
You
but...
did chime in. It was not helpful.
But I mean, I thought there was no such thing as a bad idea, but okay.
Dustin, does Cole have a preference of getting blood in his van?
Wouldn't be the first time.
It's not like correct me if is the van carpeted inside? Are we doing like a full like shaggy van kind of situation, or is it just kind of like the metal interior for the back?
Yeah, I think that he may have like a rug down back there, but it's like
It's removable.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, if we have the keys to the van, I think Arthur will definitely put the body in the van, question mark.
Put the body in the van. Put the body in the van.
Put the
I'm sorry.
But he will move the rug so that blood doesn't get on the rug, and just kind of like drape it over the back seats or whatever. Yeah. I think and I guess he'll close the van doors and lock it. Question mark.
Okay, yeah, no issues there.
Cool.
You get the body in the van. This is gross.
Yeah.
But you're able to do so, no issue. Do you guys want to return to the rest of the party?
Yeah, I see no reason why they wouldn't, or at least Ren wouldn't.
Yeah. Yeah. Arthur will definitely follow Ren if Ren goes.
Okay. You make your way back. You pass by the fucked up deer and find your friends. Philip, was there anything that you wanted to do in this time period? I know Cole looked around, tried to gather a little bit more information about this monster and where it was going.
No, I mean, I think Philip has done his due diligence with his visions, and Cole has sort of already discovered at least a general direction. I don't know if I assumed he would share it with Philip, but I don't think Philip has anything specifically he wants to do right now.
So we reunite.
So I think I think that just before you reunite, Philip, you realize that there are a couple more of your spat up bones that are still kind of sitting in the blood underneath the tree. You go to pick them up, and you are once again filled with that strange rage.
A rage that consumes you. You find yourself once again standing in front of the fog well. Um, the but the fog itself is, it's not the fog anymore, or at least it's not the fog you're used to. This fog is darker. It's a black color with red light running through it. All around you are screams of rage and pain and death. The scent of blood fills your nose, and you don't know what's going on. Is this happening now? Is this something from the past or even the future? You're not sure, but whatever it is, it's bad. And it burns. It's painful. Your entire body is screaming at the sheer desperation of the situation you find yourself in, standing at the fog well. And yet, there's something else there. Something in this dark cloud that surrounds you. A sense of warmth, but not the painful, burning sensation that the rage brings to you. This sense of warmth seems to be calling to you, Philip. It's asking you to reach out to it, to take it, because it wants to help. And in this moment, Philip, you come to this realization that the rage itself, this thing that has been making things hard for the people you care about, you can't fight it with traditional methods. In order to stand against rage, you need something equally as strong and equally as lacking a physical form. What that may be, you don't know yet. But you do know that this is something that you need to look into. This is something you need to find, and this is something you need to find soon. Perhaps talking to someone that knows of the area, perhaps talking to someone who knows of magic, perhaps talking to someone that you've met before that's filled with wisdom. Regardless, this warmth begins to fade, and you realize that if you don't find it soon, it'll fade forever. So anyway,
Okay.
And as this vision fades, Arthur and Ren have made their way back into this small clearing in the woods. The party is all together. What would you like to do?
Yeah, Arthur's just gonna kind of we put Bot in the van, and don't worry, I moved the rug. Uh, are you all okay?
yeah, I'm fine. Why?
I don't know. I guess I thought maybe you'd have a response to me putting a corpse in the back of your van, but
I mean, we just saw a man die in front of us,
I know I
honestly.
carried him.
And I mean, after that, you just kind of stop feeling for a little bit, I think.
Yeah.
At least I hope, 'cause that's where I am at the moment. The only thing that we can really do is find what caused it and hopefully stop it from happening to anyone else. I mean, yeah, maybe there is someone who has passed in my van, but I don't know. I That seems so small right now.
I mean, it can seem small, but we can't forget that it's still a person who's gone.
I know.
Um, Sorry, there's sound coming from outside my door. It's a strange sound.
Ooh.
The kind of sounded like galloping. Anyway,
What's Sydney up to?
Yeah.
Sydney's a horse now. Sorry.
The ever real question of not if I turned into a bug, would you still love me if I turned into a horse?
I turned into a horse.
The
Literal
Meaning to
horse
girl.
girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my mystery. You solved it. I turned your actual wife into a horse.
Oh my goodness.
Listen, she is from Kentucky. So
Yeah.
This is a joke, and it's a bad joke, and I'm sorry.
No, you're
Your wife
fine.
is not a horse.
She put it in chat. She was like, "We're wheeling a suitcase because we're traveling tomorrow."
Oh,
the-
nice.
Everyone from Kentucky is a little bit part horse.
Sure,
Like,
sure. It's in the water.
What if I'm not from Kentucky and I'm still part horse?
then someone in your family was from Kentucky, even
Yeah.
if you don't realize it.
or imbibe some water from Kentucky at a certain point.
Yeah, that's true. You maybe ordered some Climax water.
What? What?
Huh?
So-
No, that's a real thing. That's a real
Alright.
thing.
Okay, do we want to take this? Do we usually take our break at 7 or 7:30? I can't remember.
It's at 7. If you want to take it now, we can. It's a little
Do we want to just take it now since we're in the middle of being unfocused and we can just kind of
Yeah.
ride that and
Sure.
then focus
Yeah.
up
we
later?
can come back.
Okay.
And, just-
Yeah, come back with thoughts of what to do next. All right, good. Sounds good to me.
Right on.
Okay. We're gonna take a 10-minute break. Please take that time to get yourself something to drink and or snack on. Get up a little bit, stretch your legs, unclench your jaw, give your neck a couple of little like movement thingies. Because if you're like me, you have not done that in 3 days, and your neck is made of cartilage entirely. All right. Love you. Bye
All right.
for now.
See y'all in 10. we're back.
Hey, what's up, gamers? We're back. It's me, your girl Masha, hitting up your DMs. I'm in there. You single? You are now. I'm taking you.
Like, that means you're not.
Now you're not single, because you're mine.
There you go.
Nice.
Wow. Okay.
Congratulations.
Cool, snack check. Congratulations. You and I are in a
Congratulations.
relationship now.
Congratulations.
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 I feel like only a third of my claps are coming through. All right. On that note, snack. All of Chris's claps are coming through. That's nice. Snack check. I'm having a vegan corn chowder that I put a metric fuck ton of cheese in because it was too spicy. And then also beef stew, and then this like Brazilian cheese bread. That's really
Love
good.
that
Also, when I went into the main house to get cheese, and I had been in the main house 20 seconds prior. Okay, Paper Planes by MIA was blasting like full volume, and it hadn't been like I don't know what happened in the like brief pause between the two times I entered the house. It was silence, and then it was Paper Planes. It's a good song. I have no
Wow.
complaints. It was just like the
It
vibe.
was time to jam.
I
Masha,
know.
I don't.
I'm sorry. Anyway, I'm gonna eat my chowder while you guys talk about your snacks.
I do not have a snack. I actually texted Sydney because I need to take a pill of my medication, and so that's my very sad snack for this snack check.
Drugs.
Drugs.
Nice.
Come, get ready. The high turntables episode.
All of us popped 3 tabs of acid 5 minutes ago, baby.
That was all of our snack.
Oh my
It's
god.
gonna get
It's gonna get real weird real fast.
5? I thought it was 15.
Oh shit.
Wait, fuck. We weren't supposed to eat the whole bottle?
Does acid come in bottles? I don't.
What? I mean, I guess. I mean, you could put it in a bottle.
What are we eating bottles of? I zoned out for like
Acid.
30 seconds.
Acid.
They do, like hydrochloric acid and stuff comes in
Yeah.
bottles.
Chill.
Yeah.
Sydney,
Epic.
Sydney brought me a snack, so I took.
A shout out to
Oh,
Sydney.
what'd she bring you?
It's a milk chocolate with salted caramel. So it was very nice.
Epic.
Nice.
I'm consuming popcorn and the also classic Lipton sweet tea
Nice.
because it's the only thing that brings me joy anymore.
Mmm.
Okay.
All right. Not us.
Definitely not.
Oh,
Chris is
he's,
frozen, so he can't also tell us.
he's
Oh,
definitely
no.
moving a little
Okay.
bit. He's not.
What? Oh, is he
Not
pretending to
completely
be
frozen.
frozen so he wouldn't have to answer that question? Damn.
That's the way to do
It
it.
was very good.
Like when you crinkle a wrapper on the phone and say you're breaking up, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a snack today because I ate like a big meal just before stream started. So instead, I'm going to share with you a small non-spoiler tidbit about The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom.
Ah!
People will react if you run around without clothes on, and
Nice.
the vast majority are very body positive.
Good for them.
They will compliment Link on his
Cabs.
you know, stuff. Or one of them says laundry day, huh? And that's kind of funny.
That is funny.
Yes, I run around nude when I haven't finished my laundry.
Yeah, so you know, if you want a different
Yeah.
experience around Hyrule, just take your clothes off, just like real life. If you want a different experience, take your clothes off for the day.
You're not wrong.
Can we clip that? I want that clip of Dustin saying, "If you want a different experience, just take your clothes off." Please.
And please don't. I'm a dude on the internet. People are gonna be like, I'm gonna get canceled on Twitter so fast.
I'll
I
back
have
you up.
watermelon and now I'm eating a bowl of chocolate chips because we don't have
Hell
any
yeah.
chocolate in the house. other than chocolate chips. So I just got a bowl of chocolate chips.
I'm just glad that you had a bowl of watermelon, or that you had a watermelon, Mars.
It was really good.
Your 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 dorm cuisine was always one of those things where I was like semi worried. But the
Yeah.
watermelon makes
Get this friend some fucking
Food.
produce,
Yeah.
please.
please
Yeah.
fresh fruit.
I live in an apartment next year.
Hell
I
yeah.
will buy my own food, which means I can buy fresh fruit.
Cheers. Cheers. That'll be good.
Oh my
Can
god.
I afford fresh fruit?
Oh my god.
That is a question.
You can if you're willing to eat it fast after you buy it.
You could
Yeah.
do frozen fruit and you put it like in a blender.
Yeah, that's probably what I'll do.
Blend it and then what? Smoothie drink it?
I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the end of that? Just blend it. Now you have
And just
frozen silage.
now you got
I
blended
mean, like,
fruit.
you know, mix it with like obviously the other stuff to make a smoothie or whatever, you know. But
Or don't. I'm not your
at
dad.
least you'll be kind of getting those vitamins slash good things.
No, you do. You don't lose anything when you blend it.
Then there you go. I was thinking more of just kind of like the freezing aspect. And
I think with modern freezing, you might lose some nutrition, but not much,
okay, that's good.
because it's typically frozen like at its ripest and best.
Mhm.
Same thing with canned. I think like doesn't lose much. Canned food just has a lot of salt in it, which
Sure.
isn't great for you.
To preserve it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right on.
Something I started holding utensils slightly differently, and I like caught myself doing it just now. I gotta start over. I gotta start the whole meal over.
How were
Here
you
we go.
holding them?
Oh, fingers in the wrong place.
Okay. Yeah.
Like
What is
this.
everyone's favorite fruit?
What's everyone's favorite fruit?
Impossible
Yeah.
question to answer.
I'm
Probably
curious
mango.
now.
Definitely mango.
Good fruit.
What is your character's favorite fruit?
Figs.
Mm.
I didn't even think about that one. It's probably not.
Figs like inverted flowers or something weird like that.
Arthur's from a time in which scurvy probably actually fucking wrecked some lives, so probably like oranges.
Mm.
Goodness, that's a complicated question for Philip. Probably like an apple or like a pear.
I love that you were like, man, this is a really complicated question, and then like pause for 5 seconds, and then we're like, I guess like an apple. Like that was common fruit.
Or grapes. Grapes probably make more sense to me. I don't know.
You know the volume thing. Pop them down and you can like spit them back up and shoot them at people.
Yeah, I do believe so.
I would say for me, I would also say oranges. I think like whether I just enjoy, you know, like especially like, you know, freshly squeezed orange juice, or just like orange juice, or just like, you know, eating oranges like, you know, the normal way and things of that nature, or like having orange slices in something. I just feel like there's always something that I enjoy if it has oranges in it. So yeah. Who hasn't got? Dustin, did you say a fruit?
No.
Are you thinking?
And he never will.
Cole, yeah, maybe not. Cole's definitely blueberries. I feel like Cole is a blueberry boy. He's, you know, very simple to, you know, carry around with you when you're out on your journeys. Just pop them in your mouth. He has pocket blueberries at times. You probably shouldn't eat them. He probably shouldn't eat them, but he's going to. So you know, you can't really stop him.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll just wait till you turn around and do it. As for me, I like a good banana.
Yeah,
You know,
Totally fair.
the best part about bananas is even when they go bad, you just make bread.
It's true.
Mm-hmm.
Or you freeze them and put them into smoothies.
Yeah. Yeah. Bananas cannot
We've
be
come full
understated.
circle. I love thinking and talking about smoothies because I have probably a smoothie a day.
It's a good way to.
You
consume
know,
food,
Masha, you're so smooth, it makes sense.
Secrets, protein powder, and frozen fruit. And spinach.
My
Yeah.
spinach.
I love
My
spinach.
mom
in a
got like
smoothie.
this vanilla protein powder, and it's really good.
You know the brand?
I do not. She put it in a container, like a plastic one.
Mm.
Cool. I have an unflavored protein powder that I use in my smoothies and hot chocolate and stuff. I think you guys were there when I talked about having it on its own, like with just water, because I was out of milk or something, and it made me want to die.
Yeah, I
I've
remember
never
this.
been so close to
Yeah.
my body viscerally reacted to getting it on my tongue, and I couldn't finish it. I had to throw it away. I was like, I guess I'm not hitting my protein goal today.
I remember when I was going to the gym often. I was doing like the protein shakes and the pre-workouts and stuff like that. Like the mixing it with water was always the most disgusting thing in the world. Like if I
Just
could
don't
mix
do
it with
it.
milk, yeah, if I could mix it with milk, I did it as often as I could. But there's no fixing that whatsoever.
Okay,
No,
sorry.
so-
I know I'm the DM, and I'm
Very
supposed
good.
to be the one to bring us back in. I'm just eating.
It's all good.
Very
Welcome
good.
to Masha's mukbang. Mukbang? Mukbang? I don't know. I can't remember.
I feel like most people say
Welcome
that.
to Masha eating 3-course meals on stream. Didn't you miss that?
It's a staple at this point.
It is. The last part of my snack is a lemon-flavored LaCroix.
Mm.
I went on a
Lemon.
walk with someone who I gave a can of this to, and they were like, wow, this is the worst possible color for a LaCroix. And I said, yes, you're probably right. It's just like a bad yellow.
Yeah.
It
Nope.
looks bad with the logo.
La Croix.
Look. Anyway,
Loch!
Chris, we're good. We know he's recording it right now so that he can play
I
it back
wish.
later.
one day this man will run.
There it is.
One day this man will run out of slots on his little machine. Today is not that day.
Clip it. Title it. Will he ever run out of slots on his little machine?
I have to
There is
clear
no.
things to put new things in.
What will he get rid of? What will not make the cut?
He'll never get rid of the lick.
Yeah, slurp is
can't.
there forever.
No! Alright. I am the keeper. I'm calling it. We're not.
Prove it.
Good night.
Okay, well, this is good. That's a good session.
Alright.
No. Never mind. It's fine. We have so much to do. We have
Oh,
so much to
okay.
do. Don't outro us. I'm sorry. Alright. The four of our. Wait, did you actually do it? I just watched
It was the quickest. It was the quickest transition.
That's really funny. We have actually done that. Anyway, not important. What's important
Something
is
edging.
a deer is fucked up, a man is dead, a monster's on the loose, and there's a shitty dad. The four of you are in the woods.
Hmm.
Fog is all around you.
Classic.
What would you like to do?
For those just joining us, we didn't do it this time.
That's
Not
true.
on us.
Yeah.
We didn't.
Could have been me.
Do we know, or like, do Ren and Arthur know that it's a tree thing? Yeah.
Ren does because sort of. No, Ren does not.
I told you guys,
they-
right?
They just got back.
Yeah, we just got back.
No,
so
but
then-
I believe I had my vision while Arthur was getting the body down.
Oh, that's right. That's
Right.
right.
Oh right.
I just don't know if it was explicitly. Yeah, if you say that you told us, then I guess. we
Yeah,
would
yeah.
know.
I said like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, it's a big tree guy, and I know that Carnunos turns people into trees,
Right. That's
so
right.
might have some correlation there.
Okay, so then I guess when we get back, I guess Arthur will just kind of be like, "Did we find anything new?"
It looks like it was heading back toward well, where you guys just came from.
We didn't say anything. He's gonna turn to Ren for confirmation.
Ren shakes his head.
The Beckham truck is gone.
Well, mate, we'll never see those wacky characters ever again.
What was his name again? No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so we are essentially alone in the woods with what we can only assume is a giant killer tree man with the strength to lift up an entire deer.
It's also part human, or somehow human, or something. I spoke with Ma, and it says that it's both man and beast, and that it is unintentionally shifting between the two. I don't know if that helps our investigation at all, but it helps to have as much information as we can.
Has Ren ever told us about their visions?
I
because
feel like-
because the whole
yeah.
thing of last mystery was Ren had a vision, and so we had to go to Rivendell.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So at least since then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it was also one of those things where like we know of Ma'at because it was something that we brought up also in the last mystery of just kind of like, you know, it seems like Ren is a little kind of gun ho for this mission / dying for this mission. So
Ren had a good
thumbs up
time.
me.
Ren had a good time in Rivendell. I don't know what you're talking about.
Kind of good time. Snuck away, did some
Word.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think while we are kind of like pinging information back and forth, Keeper, I think Arthur will kind of like sit on a tree trunk or a rock or whatever there is to kind of like maybe just lean against something, but he wants kind of like a stable footing to take out his sword and the whetstone item that he has and kind of start sharpening his sword specifically for the +1, the extra +1 harm effect for his sword.
Do you have to roll for it or anything, or it's just like if you take time to sharpen
If I
your
just take
weapon,
time
you
to
get the
do it,
+1?
yeah.
Okay. I say that you can do that no problem. You just are hyper aware of how much noise it makes to sharpen a sword in an eerie wood.
Sure. Yeah, that's fair.
Okay. Well, I guess we can try following the tracks as far as they go. I'm no fig, but there's at least some here.
Sounds like a good plan as any.
Worst case scenario, if we get lost, we could always send Philip up the tree line, try and see if there's.
I can
Landmarks.
fly.
Okay. Let's go. And I think Cole will lead the way into the foggy woods.
I'm nervous.
Why?
You want to? You know the answer, Chris.
No.
Yes, you do. I promise you, you do.
No.
One, we don't have our tracker. Two, I don't necessarily know how long we're gonna be in these woods, and if night falls, who's got the flashlights?
This is so true.
So
Philip glows.
sure.
Hey, Philip is the flashlight.
Philip could summon up some of his
I can set the
green
forest on fire.
Well,
Yeah, that'll definitely go well with Kernunos.
Guys, I'm just saying.
You're in such good standing.
I mean, fuck that deer, man. Let's just go. Let's just do this.
Let's just save ourselves the time.
I'm gonna fuck that deer man in one.
You
one
ever
of these
hear
days.
the term "can't see the forest for the trees"?
Well, can't see
let's
him once
find
they
the
burn
forest.
down.
Fun stuff. So we plunge into the ever darkening woods.
Awesome. Great.
I like the picture that Masha is not planned us, like we just keep derailing every plan.
I want to
Masha
make it
has.
clear. This is literally, and it's so stupid. This is just the Boy Scout in me. This is just the Boy Scout in me because I've been camping and backpacking so many times that like the woods get dark, man. They get dark, and
I agree.
Without light sources, it's rough. Ay way. I feel so dorky saying it.
I can always just light this torch I have, and like Cole has a torch.
No, that's a Molotov cocktail, sir. That is not a torch. That is not a torch.
Man,
Cole has just been
somebody remember.
keeping an unlit Molotov cocktail in his back pocket for the past week.
It's a cool
Open
look.
at some point.
It's a cool look. For some reason I'm imagining the Bruce Springsteen album cover where it's like his jeans and he's got that like rag in the back pocket, but instead it's the bottle with the rag sticking out.
That's
of it.
fucking cool. That's badass. Anyway, we should probably do things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
As we are walking through these woods, Ren is going to try and use one of their moves that I keep forgetting I have, called Spirit Touch. Your experiences have made you sensitive to the supernatural. When you sense magical things, roll plus weird. So if Ren senses magical things, they would like to... I assume there's some sort of magic going on here.
It's
Okay.
me. I'm the magical one on here.
It's
Yeah.
me, actually.
I
Okay,
got
cool.
the magic in me.
Got the magic, baby.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
That's an
no.
8. That's an
Oh.
8. I'm fine. On
I
a
was gonna say, not again.
7 to 9, you can choose either you sense them fully, but they notice you too, or you sense only impressions. I think Ren is not super used to like reach it. They have magic, but they don't use it a whole ton, and I think they sort of are like trying to sense around for this thing, and don't really notice how psychically loud they're being. And
Psychically loud is such a good statement.
and so I can sense them fully, but they notice me too.
Just magically screaming into the woods.
Yeah.
Just,
Who's
hey!
there?
Hey, where are you?
guys?
Okay, this
Yeah.
is good. I'm great. Our audience loves the screaming. Okay,
I don't know what that was.
cool. So I think that you reach out. Do you think this looks like anything in particular or feels like anything in particular? I'm not sure that you've used this move yet.
Yeah, I've had it for fucking forever. I think
I
it.
think you used it last season. It's been that
Yeah,
long.
Oh, it's
I
been
think
a long
I did.
time.
I've also not brought back a corpse this whole season, so I just want to say, guys, you're taking all my
Yeah.
options.
Those bones have been all over this town. I don't know what you're talking about.
God, that would be a good Philip shirt. It's like mid-action bones spitting out, and on the back it says, "These bones have been all over this town."
Correct.
Is it the owl
Incredible.
bones? Is it Philip? I don't know, but it's his tagline now. I've decided. If this was
Yeah.
like a buddy comedy, you know.
Mm-hmm. I think because Ren is doing it while as they're like walking through these woods, I think their eyes just start to glow a little bit. Like they sort of have like blue eyes that are muddled with gold, and I think the gold starts to like shine as they try and psychically reach out. I think unless you were like really looking at them, you wouldn't notice.
Okay.
But
And do you feel that Ren would be able to just continue walking and doing what they need to do while they're putting their feelers out there, or is it like getting a vision where it kind of like stops you where you are?
I feel like at first they're just sort of like wandering or like psychically wandering, and then when they encounter like the monster or whatever supernatural magical thing they're encountering, I think they probably stop walking as they try and like understand it better. Or I was gonna say get deeper into it, and then I decided not to say that.
Okay. Just had an idea.
I like ideas.
Hold on. So I'm smiling. I have like the worst poker face on the planet.
Poker face, poker face.
Okay. Okay.
Wow.
So you reach your feelers out there, Ren, your psychic feelers, and for a time, you don't really get any pingbacks, but you keep searching as all of you are walking through these woods, following these tracks that Cole has found. And for a brief moment, you do get the sensation of Carnunos. You've met Carnunos before, they are magical. But you know kind of where they are in the woods now, and so you put your feelers out further and further. You have to search kind of for a while, to the point that you're backtracking kind of the entire mentally the car ride that you took from Fogwell. And then you get a ping. And the ping is from a Fogwell neighborhood. And it reminds me a little bit visually, like your mind's eye, similar to like an infrared heat map like you'd see on combat footage or whatever, where everything is, what is it? Everything is like dark and then just a spot is white or purple or whatever it is. Maybe I don't know what that looks like. Everything is kind of dark outlines of houses. And you see this heat map of a figure that appears to be tree-like in shape, but with human features. And whether you've actually been here before or not, I can't remember. I feel like maybe we've been here. You recognize, as you pull back a little bit more, the house that you are looking at. And the thing here is that you sense this creature and it senses you as well, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. How do I want to play this? It plays out like the trope in horror movies, man, where you're like in your head, psychically connected to a creature looking at it from far away, and it turns and looks you dead in the eyes. And it does have eyes this time, human eyes, and you haven't seen it yet, but its face is remarkably human, but you do see the wood kind of shifting. And it opens its mouth to speak, but just this awful wooden creaking noise comes out. And I think this is when you kind of zoom out, pull back a little bit, Ren, shocked at having used this move so few times, kind of touching this creature and having it touch back. You were at Jamie Foster's house.
I think I fucked up. I think I know where it is, but I think I fucked up.
In what way?
What do you
Huh?
mean?
I tried to like do some magic. I'm trying to get better at using magic because I have this ability from Mott, and it doesn't matter. I tried to reach out psychically and try and pinpoint where this thing is, and I think it saw me, so I might have fucked up there. But it's at Jamie Foster's house.
Jamie Foster's house.
I'm as confused as you are, but
Is that
I
the
mean,
person you cut in half with a sword?
No, Jamie Foster's the. You all told me Jamie Foster's the boy whose father was killed by Carnunos, right?
Oh, wait. Okay, I don't know who anyone is.
He was close with Miss Merrill. Oh, that's right, Philip. You went into the woods. You weren't there when we spoke about him because you didn't go to the meeting that we had.
I did do that, and I did try to recruit children to join my army, but they did not want to play along.
Fig
Yeah,
Fig told us then he was turned into a tree. Oh no, his father was turned into a tree.
yeah, I mean, it must fucking run in the family because that thing was tree and man and
Well, what if it's
horrible.
it's just
just his
hereditary.
dad?
Yeah,
Being turned into a tree is hereditary.
Whoever it might be, we're in the wrong place.
Fucking spicy.
Keeper.
No.
Let's give her a second.
Sure, sure.
Whew. There you go. Yep. Shake it off. Shake it off. Okay.
God, sorry to cut all the tension with a fucking butter knife like that.
Um, Ren, when you saw them at Jamie Foster's house, were they tree or human?
yes, mostly tree, but human face and some skin. It was not a good sight.
Well, you just said that they were at Jamie Foster's house, not that they were Jamie Foster.
Yeah, I don't know for sure, but
Okay.
I mean,
Okay, but wait, you said you messed up?
they know about me. This psychic vision like looked at me and I don't it is aware of me.
It knows you're looking for it.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we better not keep it waiting. If it's expecting us, it would be rude.
You've got a point. A weird point.
Listen, I know we've
But a
spent.
point.
No, go ahead.
That was the end of my sentence.
I know we've spent a lot of time in these woods, but I really just want to get the fuck out of these woods.
I find them so homely.
That's probably what part of his point.
Sometimes I end up here and I never want to leave. Let's get out of here.
Okay.
As we turn back around to walk back out, I think Arthur is going to kind of fall in step with Cole, and he's gonna kind of like look straight ahead, and he's just gonna, as they're walking, I think he's gonna say, "Listen, this might not be the best time. There's never really a best time for these kinds of things. I feel when we're on the mission." I'm sorry for Rivendell and for today. And, it was the influence of the mountain or whatever, but I'm sure it has not escaped you that it's been you both times. Or a lot, really. And I don't know what that says, and I don't know really how to stop it when it comes over me. I don't want you to think that I don't see you as a comrade, as someone that's got my back. but I will understand if, you know, feelings are shaken, trust is shaken. I wouldn't fault you.
I think that Cole is silent for a moment, and he just kind of looks over at Arthur, and I think he says, "You talk too much," which, uh, for those of you who didn't watch, is exactly what Arthur said to him after he punched him in the last mystery. But he he says, "Arthur, whatever the reasoning was, it's not going to make logical sense no matter what. Whatever this stuff does to people, it drives them insane. It pushes them to the brink, and it causes them to cling on to whatever misgivings they may have and act on it, whether they want to or not. It gets rid of all inhibitions in the worst possible way. I don't hold it against you. There's no reason to. It's like holding things against someone who would be under the effect of mind control or hypnotism, because Cole believes in that kind of stuff. Um, you weren't in control of yourself, and it does probably say something that it was me both times, but whatever the reasoning that might be, it's not going to affect the way that I see you. Not right now, not because of that, not because of something that you couldn't control.
For sure.
But the next time you punch me, I'm punching you back.
At that and the you talk too much, I think Arthur for sure, like, you know, chuckled and allowed Cole to kind of like speak through all that. And he'll just kind of like nod, and I think last thing he'll say is, "Thank you, Cole. When I, you know, when I found out I was a knight, I read a lot of stuff and a lot about, you know, the code of chivalry and the Knights of the Round Table and all these great and heroic things. But I couldn't ever really escape the knowledge that all I really had from that time was a gift for violence. And I think the more I got to know you, the more I get to know you, the person you are, the man that you are." And I think he's going to look at Cole and he's going to say, I think, I hope I was a knight like you. And I think
Whatever you were before, I don't think it matters, because you're a knight to me. And he holds out his hand.
Arthur will take it. Or do the
But it's like it's the yeah, that's absolutely what it
the
is.
forearm
Yeah.
grasp.
Yeah. And then the rage affects you in this exact moment. You punch me.
No.
But it freeze frames like Rocky.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's all I wanted to do, Keeper.
Okay.
So back to the van. Unless something attacks us in the woods.
Ooh.
Karen Nunes comes out. 1v1
What
death
the
match. What the fuck?
No, you're able to get to your vehicle, no problem. I'm not gonna make something attack you in the woods.
Tables, ladders, and chairs. Cage match.
Cage match.
Yeah,
in the
Cornudos
woods.
comes out and he's got a luchador mask on, which is like weird. And then
Dope.
the John Cena music starts playing. I don't know, man.
So just, oh shit.
Damn, now I want to
It's
draw
great.
Nunes with a luchador mask. That's dope. It's like a
do
skull
it.
pattern, even though his face is already covered by a skull mask.
It goes over the mask.
Yeah. For sure.
As many layers as possible, please.
Skulls all the way.
Only on his face.
Yeah. can be Nikki everywhere else. Cool. Are we riding back to town? Is that the plan?
I guess so. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Just make sure the body doesn't roll around too much.
Thunk, thunk,
Oh.
thunk. It's the bumpiest road. Jesus.
Yeah, are you doing anything with this body on the way, or it's
We should
just...
probably drop it off at the only urgent care center / morgue in town.
Yeah.
That we
We just skid past, open the door to the van, and he flops out, and we
Just-
heals him.
Oh my
just
god!
kick him out, let him roll.
Is that actually what you're doing?
No. We make these
Just
jokes, but you know,
Just making
barring Philip, we're gonna treat the body with respect.
No.
I imagine on the way, Cole will actually call the sheriff and kind of fill him in on the unfortunate details
What
of what we discovered. yeah, yeah.
That's where that's from. Oh my god! I thought I was quoting like a meme, but it's us. I'm quoting us. I mean, with
Hey,
like
that's
my
okay.
fucking outside friends, I'm just like, what the fuck? And they all just do it back because they're nice people. But I didn't realize it was like our shit.
That's okay. Hey, that's okay.
That's so funny.
Let us be a meme. Let's do it.
Yeah.
We're-
guys, share the meme.
That's
We're-
just fucking hilarious. All right, I'm Sheriff.
You guys seen the hottest meme coming out of California today?
It's just... I didn't fucking realize it. Yeah, okay. I gotta go find that clip. I gotta go share that with the people that I've been saying this with. Because I say stuff in a stupid voice all the time. It's just like classic Masha behavior.
I'll send you the TikTok.
You made it a TikTok?
Yeah.
Cool. What are you using as a phone, Dustin? I'm using a calculator.
I'm using Princess Zelda.
Nice.
Always willing.
Long
to
hair or short hair?
my lady.
Unfortunately, long hair. She's not got a haircut yet. I think short hair Zelda is adorable, and
Mhm.
I love
She
her very
is.
much.
The
She's
earrings are
perfect.
great. And okay, anyway.
Get
Anyway,
an X-Acto
yeah.
knife and you can make her short hair.
Okay. Anyway,
Cole, what can I do for you?
well, promise you won't be mad.
I don't think that you should ever start a conversation with a lawman like that.
So I have a dead body in my van.
Cole,
What
Should I
the
start?
fuck?
Should I start it like that? Like I don't.
did you kill someone? Did you find who was responsible for the weird shit in the woods? You know that you don't have blanket immunity.
Well, no, and also no, but maybe on the last one.
Who is it?
Wait, who's the killer or who's the one who's passed?
I'll take either.
Well, we're not 100% sure on who the killer is yet, but we have a suspicion that it's what is his name? What is the dad's name?
Oh, Danny. It was Danny. The dad's name was Danny Foster.
Okay, thank you.
Or Daniel Foster, technically.
Was, and this is gonna sound probably a little crazy, but we think that it might be Daniel Foster.
Out of game. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It got really weird for me for a second, so I just wanted to make sure before I started talking. Daniel Foster. Daniel Foster?
Daniel Foster.
You mean Jamie Foster?
No, I don't.
I mean, it can't possibly be Daniel Foster. He's been,
Missing.
I think, dead is what everybody assumes, right?
Yeah, like after like 74 or so,
Yeah, I
or
mean,
whatever,
like
3 days, you
It's been
presume dead.
like I think we said like something like 30 years or something along those lines, pretty much. So yeah, I mean, you could definitely say dead at this point, just because they never found him.
Yeah, we don't know. That's what I'm saying. We're not sure. But it's some kind of tree creature, and he's he's killed Bart Jr. Um,
Oh shit.
yeah, we didn't want to leave the corpse there because it's impossible to navigate the woods, and we didn't want to just leave him alone.
I mean, you probably should have. This is going to require a lot more explanation, but where's Bart Sr.?
We don't know. He ran, and we've not seen him since.
All right, well, I'll let the coroner know to not ask you any further questions.
We'll drop him. We'll drop the body there, and we've got
Chill,
one.
fucking corner.
We've got something to look into. We'll be in touch.
Right. Ugh, shit. He hangs up the phone. Calculator.
Let me hang up the princess. Okay.
I love you, Zelda baby girl. You're doing it. You're doing it good.
Yeah, I have just my entire collection of Zelda amiibo here for the. I'm gonna show you guys the links in chat real quick.
Yeah.
Just and derail us even further.
Yep. Whoa!
Whoa.
Many of them.
Whoa.
Just as many amiibo as possible, please and thank you.
I didn't know we had a gamer in chat.
Oh,
Whoa.
boy, here. Anyway, yeah.
Okay. So you're able to complete this entire phone call on the drive back into town. Are you stopping at the morgue on the way?
Just throw them on ice. We'll stop by after. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah.
We stop at the gas station, get a bunch of bags of ice.
How long does it take for it to be stinky? I don't want to have the answer to that question.
Well,
Never mind.
decomposition or decomposing begins instantly.
Sure, but the stickiness comes when the gas starts to escape from the body, right?
I don't know.
I mean, he may have been stinky to begin with, so that's something that we have to factor in.
Like sweaty?
Just like stinky.
Just stinky
Oh,
in general.
sure.
Just like general stench. Sorry, I like.
He used 3 and 1.
Guys,
Granted, he does have a
he is
hole in his
recently
body.
he is recently dead. You guys, like, can we? Come on. Have some respect for the dead, the fictionally dead.
My bad.
Sure.
Oh,
Says
Well,
the
no
stupid.
one's been showing respect to my dead character.
Is it recently dead?
Yeah, fair.
Who?
Well, not yeah, that is true. I guess there's a
Alright.
statute of limitations.
It's not like we're holding up the corpse and being like, ooh, ooh, through the
No,
hole.
but if you gave Philip his body,
That's
you
true.
would.
So when Philip vomits on a corpse, it's okay. But when I
Another
peace,
Oh.
peace, love, rock and roll. Cool. You are able to drive back into town. At this point, I think that the sun is threatening to set. You drive up to the morgue. The coroner is out there with a stretcher, and their like lab coat, to greet you. Have we met the coroner?
Can we just say it's the one that had a crush on Alex last season? Or first season?
First season,
Oh,
first season.
Violet?
The
Yeah,
timelines
that
are-
person.
Is it Violet or do like?
You
No, we
remembered
never
her
said.
name.
I don't think we met the coroner because everybody was
Yeah.
sneaking in and out.
Correct.
Yeah.
That's correct. Because that's right. Because Fig followed after Philip and saw Philip raise the dead
That was
for
a
the
good
first
scene.
time.
I liked that
Yeah,
scene.
yeah. She hasn't been the same since.
And Arthur got stopped at the door with his sword.
Correct.
Yeah. I
Correct.
remember this.
I was there, you were there.
Here's my mystery.
Three babes then.
The body disappeared in the water. Anyway,
It did what?
hopefully this one doesn't. The body turned into water.
So, sorry guys.
Watch the first episode of season 2.
It's a good one. Justin did a good job.
Mhm.
So do we?
Um,
Yeah, I guess my question's: do we want to role play with the coroner, or are we just a business handoff, all business?
That's up to
It's
you
a
guys. Do you
DoorDash. We take a
wanna-
picture of the order. We
you-
leave.
we prop him up on the door. We take a picture. We send it to the sheriff, and we're like, "Hey, your order's complete."
Oh my gosh. I wasn't expecting that,
remember
so
to
it
give
got
5
me.
stars.
It got me real good. That one was.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm just imagining like the bloodied corpse of a man like, slumped over against like a
That's so
hospital
bad.
door.
Oh my god, that's terrible.
God almighty. And it's, you know
Holy
what? You know how
shit.
sometimes the Dashers get a picture like as the door opens and it's someone in like a
Holding the bag of
bathrobe or
food.
something. It's like
The coroner's like jerking.
Oh goodness.
corners mid drag. Good God. Oh, my
shit.
God.
That's good.
Fuck, dude. Fuck. Alright.
Oh boy.
Yikes. Yikes-aroo. Okay. Yeah, do you guys want to roleplay with the coroner? I'll make the coroner up, or we can just have it be a trade-off.
I feel like
I'm
it would
fine
be
with
a
it just being a
super, like
trade-off.
it would be a very strange conversation, to be honest.
You want it? I'll
Where'd
do
you get
it.
this body? No.
Don't worry about it.
And don't worry about it, friend. We'll see you later.
Didn't the sheriff tell you to not ask us any fucking questions?
I think it would be fun if I get advanced improvement and I just choose another hunter and it's just Raccoon Atticus Campbell.
Where is Raccoon Atticus Campbell?
He's just hanging out in Whitebridge with
Hanging out where?
in a hotel with Eric.
Who is allowing a raccoon to maintain a hotel room?
A raccoon and Bigfoot to have a hotel room.
Listen, I'm just gonna say if I ran a hotel, I don't think that I would go and tell Bigfoot he's not allowed to stay there anymore.
That's
Exactly.
But would you tell a raccoon they're not allowed?
Not if he's with Bigfoot.
True. Yeah.
Bigfoot also is wearing an I Love China shirt, so that's
It's fair. Okay, we are not gonna roleplay meeting the coroner because it's not gonna happen right now. You're able to pass the body off. No one takes any pictures of it because that would be gross and disrespectful unless you really want to. Where to next, gang?
I mean, I assume the idea was to go straight to Jamie Foster's house, but
Okay.
I don't want to speak for the group.
Head to the ruins of Rivendell. Let's go.
yeah.
Really? Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
It's a great soundtrack. Great score.
Yeah, so we're going to the Foster house.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
Cool.
cool.
That's what I thought we were doing. Cool. But yeah, I guess on the way over there, I think Arthur's for sure going to be kind of like, so what's the plan? We're just going to knock on the door and say, Tree Man, chop chop.
Cole's got an axe. Okay, cool. I guess
Right, it's
no
going
one
to
has
be
anything
another
else
one
to
of those where we
add.
come up with the plan last minute in the moment. That's where we do
Cool,
our best
all
work.
right.
Okay,
Yeah,
here's the
so-
thing. Here's the plan. Here's the game plan, guys. We have someone with an axe, and I can spit fire in the literal sense.
Okay, but okay. Here's the thing that the reason why I'm not saying anything is he knows we're coming, so it doesn't. Whatever we plan,
I could just set the house on fire too.
please don't do that. There are other houses around.
I'm great at saving people from house fires. I'm 100% success rate.
100% sexy.
I'm
People from house
100%
fires.
sexy. Isn't that right, Arthur?
Arthur kind of like blushes a little bit. And he's like, how would I know?
Anyway, sorry. Keeping on track. Do we want a specific plan? Like, do we think he's prepared for us? And even if he is prepared for us, usually, guys, I don't mean to be that guy, but we're usually an attack first, ask questions later kind of people.
He's already killed one person, and that we know of. I think
And a
that we should
deer.
be. I think that we should be ready for a fight because I don't think he's going to peacefully resolve this with us. As much as I would like that,
I would agree.
we may be able to talk to him if his person form is in charge, but I don't know. We still don't even know for sure if that's who that is.
I suppose. I mean, yeah, you're right. You're right. You are. You all are. I guess my question is: should we try and, when we do find them, should we try and draw them away from the house? Away from the neighborhood, or something along those lines, just so, like, in case Philip does need to unleash, he can do it kind of in a safe way. It's one of those things where it's like, I also struggle to imagine us crashing through somebody's living room fighting a tree man and thinking that's probably the best option for the situation.
Yeah,
I know we don't really have a lot of control over these situations once they unfold, but, the job is also to save lives.
I understand that, and if this is Daniel, we don't know what could have happened to Jamie.
Right.
And I don't know. He may not even be there when we get there.
Right.
If he saw us coming from Rin's vision, then he may have ran. I guess it's just a matter of figuring it out. But yeah, we'll be, I guess, careful. We can take a look around before we barge in, but we need to be ready to fight because something tells me if he is there, just be careful.
Fair enough.
Okay, I think it is as you finish up this discussion that you turn onto the street where Jamie Foster lives and ride up to his house.
And this is like I feel like we've described several different kinds of neighborhoods in Fogwell in general, but this is kind of like suburbia, right? Kind of like, the houses are somewhat close together and stuff. And okay,
they're close together. They're not like cookie cutter because I don't think anything in Fogwell is like particularly cookie cutter. I feel like a lot of people probably built their own homes.
Sure.
But it is single story, has a yard, has a fence around the yard. It has a sign picketed into the lawn that says, hold on. What was that group called?
The Pratts.
The Pratts, yeah. It's like a sign that says Pratts, and underneath it says, like, no dogs pooping on lawn. We believe that all human rights are equal or whatever, like, yeah. Classic.
For sure.
What do you all want to do? Right now, from inside the van, you can tell that some of the lights are on inside, but you don't immediately hear anything.
Mm-hmm.
There are a couple people out and about in the neighborhood, going for walks. There are a couple dogs on leashes, but nothing seems to be imminently out of the ordinary.
Any cars in the driveway?
Yes, there is a single car in the driveway.
Is it a sedan, midsize SUV?
Oh my god! God damn it!
No,
it's
what's the light
Soul.
level?
It's a
It's a
my
Kia
god!
Soul.
Yeah. Of course
That was
it's a Kia
bastards.
Soul.
Do what you will with that. There's a hamster in it. All right.
You've fallen into my trap, hunters.
What is the light level? Is that what was being asked? I think it is. kind of like golden hour right now. Yeah, that would make sense. Well, not really. It's like an hour before golden hour. Got some daylight
Okay.
left to burn.
Okay. Well, here we go. I'm gonna try and approach and get a look in the windows before we do anything.
Okay. Trying to be sneaky.
Probably a good idea.
Okay. Why don't you go ahead and roll act under pressure to be a sneaky little boy?
Cool. Cool.
Cool.
Nope, this is definitely not due to any of these options. Cool.
Cool.
My Cole's thing that lets me use plus weird instead of honestly minus cool would have been
Uh-oh.
nice at this
Sorry.
point. But let's see what happens. That's a 4 plus a 1, which is a 5.
Uh-oh, minus.
Minus 1
Oh.
makes that a experience.
Can any of us help out to at least push it up to a 7?
It's a 4.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, plus 3, I don't know.
Like there are things that let you do plus 2, or if you've advanced your help out, that one can do it. But
Right.
I think
Definitely.
even then it's only plus 2 maximum, I thought.
no, if you advance it, if you roll a 12 plus, they treat like they rolled a 12 plus.
Oh, that's nice.
Hell yeah.
Well,
Well,
none of us have that, so.
nope.
No.
Shit.
Cool. So, Cole,
Yeah, what's up?
you get out of your van first, and you step out onto this lawn and walk across. I think everyone else, you are getting out of the van as Cole kind of like walks away from you to look into the window. As you look through this window, you lay your first eyes on this monster. In the living room of the Foster household is this tall, tree-like, shifting creature. Kind of man, kind of wood. It's kind of hard to look at in that it is grotesque and dirty and definitely covered in blood. Not absolutely everywhere, but the parts that matter. As you see this, you remark a little bit and pause, and nothing happens. But in an attempt to get a closer look, you push your hands into the glass of the large window in the living room, and it shatters and
Owie.
breaks. None of it ends up in your hands as you briefly check, but as you look up, this creature is looking back at you. It does have human eyes. You can tell those eyes are full of rage. And you've spent enough time with Jamie Foster to know definitively this creature is somehow related. And Jamie Foster is there too, hands up, fear in his eyes, pleading. You can hear them clearly now, pleading. He just says, I don't know who you are. I don't understand what you're doing here. I can't believe you don't recognize your own father. I can't believe you left me out to die in the woods. They told me that you vanished on a hunting trip. What was I supposed to do? I was just a kid. I was not dead. I was alive, that you didn't look for me, that no one looked for me. And he reaches out a hand to try to grab Jamie.
Can I roll to protect someone?
How do you do that?
grab his attention, jump through the window, throw my axe. There are many ways that I could do things.
Pick one.
Well, it's up to you what you are trying to do. What in particular?
I mean, honestly, I feel like disarming myself is a bad idea. So we're gonna go with jumping through the window to, be cool action hero Cole. It worked. It worked for the fire. Granted, I was jumping out at that point and not in, but
Right.
But regardless, basically to jump through the window and get between the two of them, because we all know how well that works out for us.
Mm-hmm. I love our posse's whole thing about jumping in front of each other all the time. Go ahead and roll protect someone.
Okay.
Question for the keeper.
Here we go.
When the glass breaks, could we be like, I know we're like entering like bullet time, but like, could we be moving towards the house?
Sorry, I rolled 11. So.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, nice. Okay, that could have really gone either way. I think that, without a doubt, the rest of you were walking up on the house and you heard the glass shatter. You saw the glass shatter. You're watching Cole do this.
So that's going to be a 12 total. I have not advanced protect someone. So.
Okay. Can you read me the rules for protect someone?
When you prevent harm to another character, roll plus tough. On a 10 plus, choose an extra. You suffer little harm. All impending danger is now focused on you. You inflict harm on the enemy, or you hold the enemy back. And I think holding the enemy back is the goal here.
Okay. Is there a way that you want to do this in particular?
So his hand was reaching out toward.
Yes.
Okay, I think that
going for the grab.
Yeah, I think that Cole jumps like on instinct. Like he doesn't think about it. He doesn't like there's no thought, only move, and he jumps between the Daniel and Jamie, and he holds his axe out in two hands and kind of like uses it almost like a kind of like one of those numbers, and just kind of like uses that to push into the hands and shove backward.
Okay. I think that you are able to do this without issue. It's this kind of crazy scene of Cole accidentally shattering a bunch of glass and then rearing back and then launching himself over the whatever height there is in the window, simultaneously getting his axe from his back and pushing it up against the hands of this very tall tree man.
I imagine the axe was in his hands the whole time, because I don't think he would have pushed the house without
Fine. All right. Well, I imagine it on his back so we could launch into the house. Okay. However you want to imagine it is cooler, I promise.
It's funnier if it's in his hands, because realistically that's probably what would have shattered the glass of the window.
The glass, as he was just pressing on it with his axe. Goosh. Yeah. And I think that this is where I'll give you that piece of information, Cole, that you were trying to get before of, kind of what is this monster / creature's motivation. And it is obvious that his motivation is to bring others to justice. A justice that he considers retribution for being left alone for so many years.
It's vigilante time, baby.
It's vigilante time, baby. I think this might be a good time to stop for the night. If that's okay with everybody, we're nearing the 15 marker. I know we try to end at the 8. Unless there's something that any of the other 3 of you would like to imminently do before we pause and potentially forget some stuff.
Not I, said the pig.
Okay. Okay. So we will end on the image of Cole having jumped through the window, axe in hand, body between Jamie Foster, still human, and Daniel Foster. Uh? Cool. End of session questions. Did we conclude the current mystery?
I mean, not technically, no, but we're pretty damn close.
All right. Did we save someone from certain death or worse?
Well,
No,
I mean, not yet.
Well, not yet.
Cole did jump between
That's true.
things, but I still feel like Jamie is still imminently in danger. So I wouldn't
Okay.
count that as saved yet.
Okay. Did we learn something new and important about the world?
Tree man.
Tree
Daniel
man.
Foster's back with a vengeance.
Philip also
Avengers.
got a wacky vision.
Oh, that's right.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's
Mhm.
true.
Yeah.
Is it past, present, or future? We have yet to find out. And did we learn something new and important about one of our hunters?
Arthur apologized to Cole for being crazy.
So Arthur has some
And Arthur
humbleness in
told-
him. I don't know.
And Arthur admitted that he wishes he was like Cole when he was in his past life.
Well, he hopes. He doesn't wish.
He hoped, but I mean, we
Not-
didn't know he hoped.
Okay, all right, Chris.
I'm just saying.
Definition
Quick,
of
everybody say your character's
grasping.
favorite color.
We did talk about our character's favorite fruits.
We did.
Yeah.
We
Really
did.
important information.
Either
But
way,
we
I think
did
it's
find
one
something
experience
new
point, so
about
I
the
think it's up to the
hunters.
keeper to decide if the fruits count.
Yeah, whether it's 1 or 2 guesses, it's still 1 point of experience. So we'll just call it 1.
Oh, man.
And we will see you all, our audience, and each other in 1 week for part 3 of this mystery. Think we can make it happen. I don't know. I hope so. I have a mosquito bite. Not important. Thank you all for tuning in today. I had fun. I hope that you all had fun. To our wonderful audience, please unclench your jaw, do some stretches, drink some water, and go to bed a little early tonight. I don't know, get some extra rest. You deserve it. It's about to be Wednesday, hump day. Sometimes you need a little bit of extra to like get over the hump and then through the rest of the week.
True.
Love
Oh.
you.
Good night, everyone.
Good night,
Good
everyone.
night.
Good night.